Hi Bridget, I'm Cars from the Philippines, and let's start to explore Achieve 3000. For many years, Achieve 3000 has been partnering with schools around the world to use the power of literacy to transform education and changing the lives of students. How does it transform education? It's because Achieve 3000 is the leader in online differentiated instruction. It's also the only patented and cloud-based solution to literacy. It also develops literacy skills in all levels of proficiency. It is from kinder to grade 12. But for kinder to grade 1, we have a Smarty Ants program, which is for foundational literacy. For grade 2 to grade 5, we have a version of Achieve 3000, which is KidViz Access. For grade 6 to 8, we have TeenBiz Access. And for grades 9 to 12, we had Empower Access. The difference of Achieve 3000 to other programs is we are using Lexile. So Lexile is the numeric representation of individuals' reading ability. It is represented by a big letter L, and it is ranging from 150 Lexile to 1,350 Lexile. Inside Achieve 3000, we'll see thousands of non-fiction articles that is updated monthly. Articles comes from Associated Press, and then it has 12 levels of reading difficulty per article. So the content is customized to a level that is just right for each student. One of the important feature of Achieve 3000 is the 5-step literacy routine. This is a proven method of practice reading that gives the student substantial gains in Lexile. It is also promises 3 times increase with the consistent use of the program for at least 1 to 2 articles a week. As they read, they also build strong content knowledge in other subjects. What's good to Achieve 3000 is students can use it anytime and anywhere. It is online or offline. There are 3 kinds of app for this one. It is for Chrome, for iPod, or for Android. In offline usage, you can actually download the articles first and then go offline. And then now, let's move on to the student experience. Before a student can explore the program, they need to start the journey by answering an assessment. How does it work? There are 2 components. Summative assessment, which not only establish the initial baseline Lexile level but also allows for progress monitoring of Lexile over time. This is called level set. Let me show you. I have here an account which will start in an assessment. Okay. Level set, we offer this in 3 times a year. We have pre, interim, and post-test. Level set was developed with Metametrics, the makers of the Lexile framework of reading. It provides quantitative measure of a student's ability to comprehend informational text. It provides a forecast and report on high-stakes tests and college or career readiness. It has 11 leveled version of assessment. So as you can see here, I have here an item. So the item are closed passages or fill in the blank types. It will take about 30 to 40 minutes and it has 30 to 40 questions. Let's try to answer this one. Okay. So students are placed, after answering the level set, students are placed in the most appropriate level of test based on the information in the system. The student can access the lessons without finishing this assessment. If the assessment stops for any reason, the student will start where he left off after logging in again. And then, I have here another account for for us to see the homepage, because if we finish this one, it's going to take a lot of time. Okay, let's see. For us to see the look, the homepage is actually engaging and motivating as it was updated last July 2017, having a Spotify look. After a student took the level set, the student can change his or her avatar. Just click the avatar logo and then the gender, of course. And then they have numerous choices for their avatar. They can also go to Career Center for them to know their Lexile level. Just click menu, go to Career Center. Here you can see different careers that they can choose. They can choose 2 or more careers. I will choose coach, for example. And then click Find Careers. And the results will be the explanation or description of the chosen career and also the Lexile measure or the career goal of that career. If you mark that career as your top choice, you will see it in your homepage. Here. Okay? Just like any other websites or applications who has Gmail, Messenger, A3K has a way to communicate to other students or teachers. You can see here the mailbox. That is closed, secure email community that will make the students feel like their real email. Okay, this is the email. They can email the other students who are also using A3K. They can also email their teacher. The teacher can also email them back. But the teacher can actually configure the email restriction. The teacher can put restrictions on the email the students send. But the students cannot email others outside of the program. This is the lesson carousel. Here you can see the most updated lessons in A3K. This one, it is just today, January 29th, most updated one. You can also see the previous articles or the articles assigned to you by the teacher. Let's choose one lesson. Let's choose orangutans, why are you alone? As I mentioned earlier, A3K has 5 steps literacy routine. Let's enumerate the 5. First, we have the before reading poll. With before reading poll, this is the step where the background knowledge of the student is elicited to inspire discussion and debate. It also has scaffolds or support like sentence frames, and also have speech to text to improve speaking skills. It also has a highlighter here if you want to use it. And then okay. Next, we have the second step is the article. With the article, as I said, it is non-fiction. It has picture. The length and vocabulary here vary with the student's lexile, and it provides equity. It also gives every student access at their own level of interest and capacity. Students may be reading the same topic at different levels of difficulty at the same time. For example, if a teacher talks about food, we will all understand it in different levels of difficulty. There are different types of lessons. We have news, strategic, weekend articles, just for me, and more. But with this article, it is in the just right level of the student. It also has scaffolds like the highlighter. Let's try it. Just select the text and then click this. That's how it works. It also have reading connection to help to support the student in understanding the paragraph, for them to know how to summarize it, to how to generate questions, and how to set their purpose in reading the article. It also have vocabulary support for the words the student is finding a hard time to understand. You can also hear or play how to pronounce this word. It also have extras. These extras, we have here a map where the article is from, puzzle for entertainment, citations, and rubric. Let's move on to the activity, the third step. With the activity, this is for the comprehension check or formative assessment that varies on the leg style of the student. With this activity, the student is given 8 questions that the student needs to answer, and it actually has a refer to article button. Why? Why do we need to put this one? Because with Achieve 3000, we believe that going back to the article or citing evidences will improve the student's comprehension of the question. And then, if the student get 100%, the student will get 20 points. If he just got 88%, the student will get 15 points. If it is 75, the student will just get 10 points. But remember, the goal for this activity is to get 75% on the first try. Because for example, on this first question, I got it wrong. But I got it right. Next, see. I'm going to... Okay, next question again. Okay, so we achieved 3000. They're going to give you another try to answer the question. Okay. And then, you can see the results after you answer all the question. The fourth step is the after reading poll. The after reading poll will be the same opinion statement on the first step, which is the before reading poll. It encourages students to reevaluate his opinions based on new information gained from reading the article. It also learns and raises awareness to value evidence. Same question as the before reading poll. Okay. It also has a comment box where it encourages students to justify his thoughts and opinions. It encourages other students to critique a classmate's opinion and thoughts. But a teacher has an authority to remove displeasing comments. It also has a scaffold, which is the sentence frames again, and then the highlighter they can use. The extras is still here. The vocabulary is still here. Okay, and then we have the last step, which is the thought question. With the thought question, this is the output part of the 5 steps, which the teacher can evaluate or grade it. The output is based on the reading strategy embedded in the article. It has include a scaffold called Include in Your Answer, where it gives you a guide on how to answer the thought question. It also has paragraph frames for support. How do you want to start your answer or your output? And then, after the 5 steps, there's actually another 4 steps. That's what we call extra steps. If you want to know the stand of the students around the world on this before reading poll or opinion statement. It also has a math section, stretch article. With stretch article, the article that you just read, it will be the full version or the longer version of what you read. And then stretch activity, it will be a longer version of what you answered on the activity. Let's go to My Lessons. Click menu and then click My Lessons. Okay, in My Lessons, it helps the student monitor his lesson progress and activity score and taught question grade. You just click this one and then, okay, you can just choose. The comments of the teacher in the taught question can also be known via email. Here, okay, so this one can also, the student can actually see the first try score and the second try score, and then all the activities and the lessons. Okay, that's it with the student edition. Now, let's move on to the teacher edition. Let's log out and open a teacher account. What's good with the teacher edition is that it has instructional support for them, which will help them implement the lesson and to integrate it into the classroom setting. Let's see what's the difference of the student to the teacher edition. With the teacher edition, it actually has a Ask Achieve 3000. Ask Achieve 3000 is the quickest way of getting an answer a teacher has in Achieve 3000. Okay, they can ask anything or just the keyword, and then you can search it. And a teacher account also have a tour button. It is a step-by-step guide on how to use the program. And then also have a lesson carousel or lesson tray. Okay, and then let's choose a lesson. I want this lesson. In this lesson, the difference of the student and the teacher edition is this. Here we have the supporting resources for the teacher. It has best practices videos. It has teacher recommendations. It have teacher materials where the teacher can actually print activities or quizzes or anything that can help his or her into using the program in the classroom. Okay, here you can see answer keys, curriculum key, graphic organizer, standards, skill progression, instruction, and more. And also, the vocabulary of the said article will be shown here so that before the class begins, the teacher can know what kind of words he or she can ask the students. Let's go to My Lessons. Do you want to know how to assign and schedule a lesson to the students? Let's find out. In order for you to assign this, just click the search for more lessons. In Achieve 3000, you can choose any topic that you like, any topic of your interest. For example, I love eating, so I'm going to search for food. Okay. Since I searched the topic food, I want this article. Okay, just drag it here on the date where you want students to see and do this article. Okay, there. And then if you want to search more specific topic, you can choose advanced options. Well, where you can choose what grade, what course, what topic, what content, all lesson types, and etc. And then teacher account also has a admin settings. Just click the arrow down beside the teacher's name, then click admin settings. In here, the teacher can edit the student or the other teacher's information. Teacher can add and remove students. They can also print their class list or the username or password of each student. Here. It's good for the teacher to explore this one because it will really help them in managing the students and the account of the students. Also, we have here, after the admin settings, we have the reports. Since reports means the elaborative to show what's really happening inside the account, to show we have here the student work, the usage report, the performance report, assessment tools, and the home communications. In student work, it provides the points and the achievements of the students, and also it is the most updated report. In usage, it is the summary of the program usage of each student. In performance, it shows the Lexile, the number of activities done or read, the standards, and the reading skills of the student. In the assessment tools, it shows the level set concerns of students. And then we have here the home communication, which the content of this home communication is the parent letter and the updates on students' performance. Then after that, as I said, teacher can grade their students. Just go to student work. They can give grades, points, badges, and even comments to the student's output in the taught question. Let's try. For example, I have here Shadora Karina, and then okay, and this one there's no answer, but a teacher can actually give points, badges, or even comments that the students will read real time. We're done with the student edition. And then we're also done with the teacher edition. Achieve 3000 also have another edition, which is the home edition. With the home edition, parents can have an account to monitor their child's progress. Okay, we also have another edition, which is the leadership edition. This is for the administrators to see the performance summary of the class and teachers presented in graphs. All features of Achieve 3000 just proves that it is very accessible for students and teachers. Actually, here in the Philippines, we are doing teachers training and regular practice or usage of the program, which brings the teachers, students, and us closer. So far, those are the significant features of Achieve 3000 for student and teacher edition. So thank you very much for listening. Again, I'm Cars from the Philippines, and that's it.